Yo guys, and welcome to my review of episode 6 of Pokemon Horizons. And I'd probably say this is kind of the last intro episode. I guess probably you could say that for the next one since it's the Captain Pikachu training thing, but because this episode ended with, Roy joining the team and them setting off for Paldea, I'd say this is probably, the point where we are going to start kind of moving the story a bit more forward. But great episode overall. We start off right where we left off with Amadio attacking Liko and trying to steal her pendant. But when he's about to do that, Liko's pendant and Roy's Pokeball shine at the same time. Now, obviously, Liko's is her normal shield that we've seen in episode 2, but as we kind of all assumed, out of Roy's ancient Pokeball comes out the Black Rayquaza, which it still hasn't been addressed on why it looks like, crystallized, right? Like, it could just be a stylistic choice, but since the show will have, from what we can see, a bit more of a Paldea focus, I don't know, it feels like a weird coincidence if they are just doing that aesthetically with the new mechanic, but I mean, who knows? The Rayquaza obviously attacks everyone and the explorers leave to safety. One thing that I did find kind of odd, it's not like Rayquaza was there for like a long time. It was, the explorers left and the Rayquaza then left like barely a minute. I don't think it was even a minute after. Like, surely they could have turned around, seen that the Rayquaza left, and then just come back. I guess maybe they assumed that that could happen again if they attack them, right? That the Rayquaza might appear again. I don't know. That was kind of weird, but sure, whatever. Then they, talk a little bit about what just happened. And finally, Roy officially joins the team. His grandfather allows him, and he says that he kind of always knew that Roy would want to go and explore. And they set off. But the final part of this episode is what was interesting. I have been saying for a little while now that I just couldn't see Amadio being the, top of the organization of the explorers. That he didn't have that main villain feel, right? He had a much more of like a rival than a main antagonist feeling to him, and we see that was actually correct. That they are almost like that there is someone above him, and there's like I guess people that work under him. We don't know if they are ranked, right, or like if it's the same level, in the sense of like, let's say there are like 10 people that serve under him and they're all on the same power, or maybe they're ranked from best to worst battler. We don't know that yet exactly, but the explorers have now become a lot more interesting, and I wouldn't be shocked if at some point, while maybe not officially joining the team, Amadio does kind of, help the Rising Voltackers take down the explorers at some point. Again, I don't think he will actually like properly join them in that sense, but I do definitely see him helping them defeat a threat at some point. But yeah, overall, a great episode. Seems like next week is gonna be a little bit more just chilled out, right? Just a training episode with Detective Pikachu, with Captain Pikachu. So, yeah, great episode overall. Tell me your guys' thoughts, and I'll see you guys next time.